things in my contribution this afternoon. Firstly, I want to acknowledge the apology that Andrew Bailey gave after the matter was brought to his attention and to the public's attention. And I quote, he said, "As many of you know, I have been impatient to drive change in my ministerial portfolios. Last week, I had an animated discussion with a staff member, and I took the discussion too far, and I placed a hand on their upper arm, which was inappropriate. I have apologised to the staff member and regret placing them in an uncomfortable position. There are times when you have to hold yourself to account, and today is one of those days." That was from Andrew Bailey taking responsibility and accountability for what took place. And the Prime Minister then said, "Mr Bailey fell short of my expectations and the expectations he sets for himself, and as such offered his resignation as a minister, which I have accepted." But, Mr Speaker, members on the other side can't seem to read, see or hear the apology given in that statement and at that time. I understand, and I know, looking through this litany of previous incidences which we can speak to under their administration. But, Mr Speaker, we need to be crystal clear. Our colleague, our friend, a minister, has taken responsibility for their actions and resigned. This debate is effectively a farce, because actually the minister has taken accountability for what's happened, and for most general New Zealanders, they are not worried about the inner politics of this place. They're worried about putting food on the table, having their kids in quality clothes to wear to school, ensuring that the roads they travel on each day are up to standard, that if they need it, there is quality and timely healthcare available to them, to ensure that the education system is delivering for their kids so that our next generation of leaders in this country are coming into the real world prepared and ready to give back. But members on the other side want to debate matters that have happened 2 weeks ago, because to them, that's the only issue at play here. Everything else is not a priority to them. The only priority to the other side is around Andrew Bailey's resignation, which he gave and was accepted. If we're to look back, and it seems like short memories have come across the other side, let's look back. Mika Whaitiri, how many chances was she given? How long did that investigation take while she was under investigation for doing even worse to a member at that time? Michael Wood, how many opportunities was he given from the Cabinet Office to get rid of his shares? 17 times. 17 times Michael Wood was told, remove those shares, you are a Cabinet Minister. And he didn't. So he was removed eventually, and thank goodness. Stuart Nash, I'm sitting next to my friend Katie Nimmin from Napier, and it's refreshing to have a change in that part of town, because Stuart Nash, disclosing Cabinet information to friends, don't you forget that. Then he had his disagreements, and not only was Nash allowed to resign rather than being sacked by the Minister. And then we move on. Kitty Allen, and the diabolical situation there, Mr Speaker. Gaurav Sharma, who remembers Dr Gaurav, the Sharma drama, Mr Speaker. And what did that do? It gave us the gift of Tama Pōtaka to this House as a strong representative for Hamilton West. And then, Mr Speaker, the list goes on, the incidents of Denny Anderson and a volunteer during that campaign as well in 2023. So I would say to members opposite, do not throw stones if you are in glass houses. This member and former minister has taken accountability for his actions, to which the Prime Minister has accepted. And there is a mention to the victim, and the victim is an important part of this process, and we've acknowledged that throughout. But what I'm saying today, Mr Speaker, is without a doubt, Andrew Bailey gave his resignation, it was accepted. There are bigger things in this country for us to focus on as a government, and we're going to deliver on it.
Yes, there is a victim. No, we're not going to tell you what happened.
I just had an envisioned picture of a glass perspex glass or perspex wall getting put up just in front of Tom Rutherford, and a whole heap of stones getting thrown at it, literally where he said, those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah. But no further.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. Who's got the order, paper pie?